Hi everybody! Today we are talking about morning routines, why they are so important in starting your day off on the right foot, and how to squeeze some really critical components of a successful morning routine into an already busy schedule. Now I know you know how important morning routines are. Everybody who's anybody who is successful and has a name out there will tell you that their morning routine is a really important part of their day, and they will attribute much of their success to that routine. So the question is, what is it that you should be doing, and how are you going to make it work? The person who initially introduced me to a powerful morning routine was Mr. Hal Elrod, who wrote the book, The Miracle Morning. If you haven't read it, I suggest you hop on over to Amazon as soon as you're done listening to this and scoop up your copy because it is a great book. When I first picked up this book, I was not a morning person at all. In fact, I was the opposite of. I like to stay up late and sleep in late. And if ever I was up before the sun came up, it was by freak accident or it was because I was getting on a plane to go on vacation. That is the only reason you'd catch me up at any time before 7:30 a.m. So when I read this book, it was with the intent that I wanted to start to get more done in my day, and I wanted to learn how to do that. What should I be doing to feel like my day was really successful? And in that book, I learned a few things. He breaks it down to 6 critical components of a morning routine, which are as follows. Number 1, sit in silence for a few minutes. That is a way to get back in touch with yourself and just reconnect before your day starts to get crazy and all the outside stimuli starts to happen. It's just a couple minutes that you can give to yourself that it's really just a gift. So enjoy that gift. In the morning is probably the only time you're going to have that quiet time. So it's a good time to sneak it in. Affirmations are his second critical component, and I completely agree. Affirmations are one of the most important things you can do for yourself. If you're not doing them, you need to. No questions asked, end of discussion. It's important. You need to do it. I talk about that in my abundance journal, and I have a place for that. If you haven't downloaded that, please do so. It's amazing. I use it every single day, and you're going to find that they help you a lot too. They're just a way to give you that extra boost of confidence in the morning. It's like that little pep talk that gets you going and ready to start the day. Visualization is the third component, and again, really, really powerful. I definitely encourage you to use visualization. Get in the habit of doing this. I talk about this a lot, and again, there's an area for this in the Abundance Journal, simply because by visualizing your day in advance, you're putting yourself in the driver's seat of your day. You're taking control rather than taking a reactive approach to everything that is sure to happen. So you are, in essence, planning out what's going to happen and how you're going to do it in advance, and you're taking control of the emotional aspect of your day as well. Exercise is the next one. Now, I'm not saying that you have to go to the gym every morning, and Hal doesn't suggest that either as a must-have, but simply getting your heart rate up is going to deliver oxygen to your blood and your brain. It's going to wake up your body. It's going to wake up your mind and just give you a little bit of energetic boost. And it kind of helps you get out of sleep mode. It takes the grogginess away and gets you ready for the day. Reading is the next one. So that's one that I've heard most people say, oh gosh, I don't have time to read. And some people aren't readers. They just don't enjoy it. So the way to sneak reading in is simply listening to an audiobook or a podcast. The purpose of reading in the morning is just to grow yourself a little bit. It's to learn something new, to connect with something outside of your circle of influence in your current reality. It's to expand on what you already know. Again, just one more gift to yourself that you can give yourself in the morning, and it's a great time to do that. Not to mention, it gives you something else to talk about during the day. And lastly, scribing or journaling. I'm a huge proponent of this as well. It is a great way to get your thoughts on paper, to make sense of the chaos in the jumble of information that's running around in your head, and it's a great time to count your blessings. I like to recommend that you write down the things that you're grateful for. Just being grateful for the things in your life every morning is a good way to start you off on a positive note, where instead of complaining that you have to get up at 5 or 6 a.m. and go work, you're being grateful that you're given that day, that you have a job, that you have a car to take you to that job, where a lot of people don't. So, it could be the littlest things. You could be grateful for your coffee. I know I am. You could be grateful for your comfortable pillow, even though you just had to leave it. It's just a way to start your day off looking on the bright side and finding the silver lining in your day, whatever that silver lining may be. So if you haven't checked out Hal's book, I strongly suggest you do so, and then let me know what it is that you're doing to implement these 6 things into your morning routine. Now, I don't necessarily do them in the same way. I have my own quirky morning routine that I will talk about in another video, and I'll put a link to that down below. So if you want to check out my routine, feel free to do that. And of course, if you want to check out the Abundance Journal, make sure you download that. And I give you videos and steps to go deep into each one of the exercises in that journal. And you can find that at tanyarainier.com/journal. So that's it for today. I hope you have an amazing day and an incredible morning. I'll see you next time.